So, welcome back to the channel, the day even, it's Wednesday. So, little setback with the calf as mentioned. I was hoping to get a tempo running today, but the Achilles is not feeling good. So I spoke to the coach and rehab guy. So we're gonna move the lower session into today, which is what I'm doing now. And then we're gonna do some row efforts. And then I've got a HYROX clock workout, which is meant to be 1K run, 75 wall balls, and wrap for 60 minutes. It's sort of my workout, really enjoy a workout like that. So we're gonna try and do that tomorrow. If it doesn't work, I'll start the run. We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna send it, do it. If the run feels shit, we'll basically go ski, 75 wall balls, row, 75 wall balls, bike, 75 wall balls, and just repeat. So we're always chasing stimulus, and it's always an important time to remember quotes like, you don't get paid to train, you get paid to race. I don't get paid for either, but getting injured and setting myself back another 3 weeks because I'm being impatient is not the way to go about creating success over this HYROX season. So listening, adapting, supporting, following the body. Hopefully we've got a 10K race on Sunday. My 10K PB is not very good, but I haven't really tested it, so I was hoping to run for that. So instead of doing the tempo run today, we're going to scrap that for this week. We're going to put that effectively on Sunday. If we feel good to run kind of Sunday, then we'll give it a crack. If not, we just won't do it. We'll go down, we'll support Beth, Tam, Vicky. I would love to do it. I'd love to go and get a really good time. And funnily enough with my Achilles, I feel better when I run fast. So I'm not worried about being able to run fast. It's just about worrying about, am I going to be ready to complete? So let's see what happens. Let's get the lower session done, the rowing work done, and we will give you an update sort of soon. Day by day, week by week. Remember, this is a 6-week prep, and one hot day doesn't make a summer. So let's see what happens. Series up to Oslo is just be really honest, transparent, and almost vlog it, like just to tell you about the journey and the process to it. Like, it's not, the goal here is not really to teach you about HYROX or to give you education, but it's to give you an insight into the prep and what goes on. So that's the idea behind what we're doing in this series, and obviously in episode 1 we're five weeks out now, or 5 weeks and 3 days, which means we've got 5 weeks of training, we've got four weeks of training and a taper week effectively, which will still be intense but a lot less volume. So one of the things that I suppose I'm really struggling and wanted to share on this vlog, so people had an insight into what it may, I suppose, to try and be what I would consider effectively at this point a sub-elite athlete. Like, we're trying to chase those big numbers, we're trying to chase the podiums, we're trying to chase the sub-hour in men's pro. So it takes a lot of my life, I put a lot of work in, and something that I've struggled with, particularly over the last couple of weeks and prior to that as well, is injuries and setbacks. And I think, I don't know where it comes from. Perhaps I grew up playing football. I wonder if too much football, not enough strength and conditioning back then has caused it. But I suffer a lot of Achilles tendonitis, which is an absolute pain in the arse. It's not the end of the world, it's a minor injury, but it's quite a lot of flare-ups, and it goes backwards and comes forward and goes backwards and comes forward, and it really disrupts rhythm and momentum. So we managed to get back to running after having over a month off. So we had about 5 weeks off towards the back end of June to the 2nd of August, where we took part in metrics. And then that was my first run, 2nd of August. So we did a little bit there, a shuttle run then, and then the week after that we managed to get 2 zone 2 runs in. Then that was just before we went on holiday. So went on holiday, managed to get a 10K run into more shuttles, and then came back Monday, did a 12K or a 60-minute zone 2, and I've had another Achilles flare up. And it's really tricky to, like, almost be thankful for some of the success that I've had in HYROX. It's sometimes very difficult to enjoy the process and feel celebratory or to be patient, because it just feels like, why always me? Why am I always going backwards? Why am I always getting these setbacks? Why am I getting these injuries? Like, I'll persevere, I'll work through. But I think a lot of people just think that it's constant progress, or that I'm constantly positive about my journey, because when we look back at my HYROX journey, if you like, which sounds incredibly cliche, but just my competing, like, you can see a lot of fluctuations where we've gone backwards to go forwards, and we've gone backwards to go forwards, and we've changed coaching teams, and they've been brilliant, and training's been unbelievable, and it's been more intense, and it's been harder, and I've felt like I've really got the results on the ergs, and my strength's going in the right direction. It's like we're still getting this injury niggle that's stopping me from run. And running doesn't need to happen until I'm on the race day, but it's like, actually, if I'm going to be at the best of this game or chase that sub-elite, I need to be able to push it. So the idea behind this vlog is to document what we're doing, what happens with my training, how it's going to go, what the 6 weeks look like, bring you along, and ultimately document every day up until race day in Oslo. So when we go there, the goal in Oslo effectively is to stand on the start line and feel really confident. That sounds like a real wishy-washy goal, but the idea for the men's pro is to turn up, feel really confident, know that I've done the work, feel in great shape, and therefore be able to be calm and go into the race. If I can do that, I can get a PB, which is a 103. I would think I can go and beat that if I feel that way. If I've got questions, concerns, issues, injuries, I'm not over this with Achilles problem, then we'll see what happens. That's on the Saturday night, and then on the Sunday evening we've got a relay with a couple of the boys from the Ready for Anything team, so my old coaching group, KDH and Ailey, so racing with Aidan, Anton, and then one of their mates as well. So the goal there is the podium. So, you know, like, the overall goal is to race really well and feel comfortable and confident. In the relay we want to go full send, we want to take a podium, I think we're capable of that. But ultimately I've got to turn up on that start line feeling good and ready and proud and motivated, but most importantly I've got to feel fit, because I can put the work in, I can put the grit in, I can hang on in there, that's not a problem. But ultimately, in order to get what I need from this season, Oslo needs to be the stepping stone. It doesn't have to be the goal. We don't have to go sub-hour, I don't have to win, I don't have to qualify for the World Championship. None of that needs to happen in Oslo, but it is the start of the busy season. So from Oslo then we go about a month, and then we've got Birmingham, where I'm racing open doubles and open solos. Then from there, about a month after that, we've got Utrecht, which I'm racing pro singles and open doubles. Then the week after that, I've got pro doubles and mixed doubles. So it's a big racing season, and I need to get into that position. So we're at a little bit of a setback, we're at a bit of a crossroads. I'm in a bit of a negative headspace. Beth's probably sick of the sight of me hearing about it, moaning. But working with Gaz, plugging rehab and Red on, what we're doing is we're making sure we're doing the work to be on the start line, and we just have to let the body trust the process. More importantly, I have to let my brain trust the process and do what needs to be done, and I'll turn up on the start line. But it's difficult, it's tricky, it's hard to be motivated and rocking and raring to go when actually you keep having these setbacks. And I know a lot of you will relate. So I think for me it's really important that you do just stick to the process, you do follow the process, you do trust the plan, and you do what you need to do. You do your rehab, you do your strength training, you do your stretching, and ultimately you're going to be in the best spot, and your body will respond to that. But it is about patience and respecting that side of it. So look, we've got 5 weeks. We did some good runs over the last couple of weeks. The pace hasn't dropped off massively. I'm hoping to run on Sunday and do a 10k. We're going to give the calf and Achilles complete rest until then on the running side. So eccentric loading, rehabbing, heat and ice, ibuprofen, etc. will all be happening, and hopefully going to get in with the physio to loosen up all the other muscles kind of Friday, Saturday. And yeah, that's where we're at for week 1 so far. Follow along. Great, good, great, good, great, good.
That's all it's for. Don't have to love it. It'd be ideal if you did enjoy it in some ways. Saying that, if it wasn't a challenge, it wouldn't be challenging your body that much either. So
This will go down. Don't normally step off after that.
maybe not as big a step for you as track time so much. Well, I'm doing watch anyway.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
Yeah.